What's up, everybody? Welcome to the K-Pop Kimchi Podcast, your number one podcast for girl groups with the number one fanboys. I'm your host, Justin Turnell, with my co-host, Brian Limper, and it's all about Queendom Puzzle. Putting it together.
Back. Queendom Puzzle.
The puzzle is coming together.
Slowly but surely.
That is a good way to put it, let me tell you. Episode 5?
I feel like at this point, there's so much stuff that they've put in this show. If they would have cut out like half of it, the whole show would have been like a 2-part series.
We could have had a solid, I agree.
2 or 3 episodes tops and the whole thing would have been done.
Solid.
Especially when each episode's like 2 hours long.
But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like this one didn't have a lot of, some of them I feel like have a lot of stuff. You're like, okay, what's going on?
There's not a lot. I feel like there wasn't a ton of fluff in this.
This one is
but
at
they
least
also
to
did
the
the same
point.
flashback like 4 times.
That always gets me is when they're going back to the same exact stuff.
And then they cut away to the groups like reacting to the members doing the thing that they've already showed multiple times, so that takes up some time.
I will say the one thing that's nice about this is they don't overdo it with watching the people prepare.
Yeah, thank
like
God.
that is nice because those get old because like we know the pattern, which they still do it of like, oh look, they're not good. Oh look, they're good. Like, but they don't like weigh on it too much in this, which is nice.
But for
episode 5,
don't you have a box?
Oh yeah, we have a fun gift.
You got this box. Justin
We have
I don't know what it is.
we have some extra people.
I really don't know what it
Maybe
is.
some people to add. It's kind of a birthday gift for everyone, I guess. Good timing.
The whole crew.
All right.
You get this box unwrapping
We
ASMR.
have some guests today
No idea what he's got
in
here.
this bag. Shout out to this bag. All right, you ready for the guests?
Yeah, let's see it.
Ugh.
Oh, let's go.
Oh my gosh, it's the whole squad.
I was just asking about these earlier.
Tribe's here
Dude, let's go.
in stuffed animal form. Thanks, Timote. You're the man.
There you go. Well, that answers the question. I asked him earlier. I was like, didn't Timote get these for you?
We got the whole team.
I don't honestly know, outside of like 2 of them, which ones are which, but
I think
I'm pretty sure this is Sung Sung.
that's Sung Sung.
But shout out to her for not getting an actual shirt. So
She's a
She has a
tattoo.
tat on her
Oh
arm.
my gosh.
She's a little hamster.
That's Kelly. This is Son. This is
I know Hyunbin's
the
little
fox.
because she said it looked like a dog.
So
in
it's
the video we watched
Mirai and I think Gia's.
Gia's the little
parrot, and then
guy. Mirai's the puppy.
Mirai's the little dog.
Sick. Let's go.
So we have the whole squad.
Also,
And Son's just the giant bunny.
Someone was right because
I don't think these animals are accurate to size.
I don't think they're either because hers is a bunny rabbit.
Hers is
This
a
thing's
big-
like a full-grown like
Oh my
Build-A-Bear
gosh.
bunny rabbit.
But we got the whole Tribe team with their little Tribe t-shirts. And
Dude, let's
Someone's-
go.
There's someone's. Yeah, she really is tatted. There's just like stupid
She's like
fat
a
round
super-
hamster.
Super fat hamster with a tattoo on
She's
her
really like
bicep.
a ball. It somehow makes sense.
I think Kelly's just a
Kelly's makes sense. She's
sloth with a really oversized sweatshirt.
Kelly's makes sense too.
It's all legs.
Hyunbin has a cool little handkerchief thing.
Mirai's
She's
a
a cool-
puppy.
Mirai's
Actually, a pretty decent sized one.
Yeah,
too.
she's bigger than the other ones. Not the bunny, but.
And this is a tiny parrot toucan thing.
So shout out to animal sizes.
I wonder if this is like actually the real life like
I don't know.
spirit animals, or if this is just what they did for the show.
We just couldn't leave the other bunnies or the other buddies behind, so we had to get the whole crew in here.
We have all of Tribe.
Now
except
we have
Gina, who I
Gina,
don't even know if she's even in the group.
I don't know. She's been out for a while though, so shout out to Timote
Good job
for
Timote.
adding to the squad. Shout out to Tribe. We watched
Sick.
their little tour video earlier. It was very awesome.
I really did ask him about it like a couple hours ago. I was like, did Timote ever get you the thing that you asked for?
I was like, yeah, you can just get all of them. Why not? If they have them.
And you got him in the big
Yeah.
Tribe bag.
The Tribe bag. Shout out to that.
Yeah, we'll have to find some place to put them where the cat won't attack them.
They can, they might battle with the actual animals.
Man, sick.
Maybe they can
Let's
sit
go.
on the Tribe shelf or something. I don't know.
Yeah, speaking of that, I got my collection of albums, so I really got to complete because I only need 2 more albums. I need my 1 Tribe album, and I need my 1 other version of Reborn, and then I'll have every Tribe and Pixie album now.
That was awesome. Shout out to the Tribe albums. Oh no!
Speaking of
Who
animals,
entered?
Lola's here.
Lola's here. Literally bust down the door.
Yeah, I know.
Getting really strong.
She's so strong now.
Now the box moved. Oh, you can have the bag.
She's going to go explore that.
Yeah, she can.
But yeah, sick. Now we have all these little friends.
Oh gosh.
She'll be alright.
What a curious cat.
Yeah, my kitten's over here. She's freaking out. So
She's just having fun.
that's okay. Let her live her kitten life. I'll put all these guys over here that can protect the microphone. They're like Voltroning up to make a super tribe animal right now.
The big...
Except Someone, who's like 4 times the size of all the other
Just
animals.
Shaq. Literally the Shaq out here.
Truly is. Or the other Someone of her group that she had to perform in today. Man, well, what a good present for everybody. The entire team is here.
Absolutely.
Now I just wish I had the freaking bear from Pixie that I
I
can't
tried.
get
I
from
had
anybody.
someone online that had a picture of it, and I was like, for some reason they were holding a kitchen knife to it as like a joke, or like, oh, we want more Pixie content, and they're like threatening the bear, and I was like, do you have an extra one of those? And they're like, yes, I do have multiple kitchen knives, but sadly no other Pixie bear. And I was like, oh, that's okay.
Dang it.
I'm trying to find it.
Well, if anybody has a Pixie bear,
can you give us a
know.
Pixie bear so
we
we can
will
add to the crew?
Buy it from you.
The bunny or the I keep
Which
saying
actually,
bunnies.
after the first stop we went to multiple stops in the span of like 2 weeks. And after the first one we went to, they didn't have them.
You know
so
what? Yeah, they were sold
They must
out.
have not made a lot.
They were sold out. They underestimated the bear's power.
Lola really loves this
She loves the bag.
Tribe bag. She's
She
just having a
does.
great time.
She
Or
really
she's
is just...
actually stuck in it and can't get out. I don't know. We'll find out later. To be continued. But yeah, Queendom.
Episode 5, I think. Episode 0 really threw me off.
You really did. I think this is episode 5.
But this is episode 5, and it was pretty much all performances.
And for those of you who didn't listen last week, they had like this weird way of picking the songs. And they showed us like this dance battle thing they were doing to pick the dances that they had to do for like original dances.
Yeah.
And they didn't even show any of that in this episode, so we have no idea how that finished.
Nope,
so I
they
guess we'll
didn't.
get that at the beginning of next week's.
They didn't even have like a hint of it
Yeah,
that
they
it
were
would be
talking about
coming. It was like it never happened so far, so I guess they will just show it when it's dance time.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of strange. You would have thought that they
Well, because it was like
would have at least hinted at something. Like,
it was
at least
like
finished
it
it
was like a cliffhanger. It was like the big cliffhanger, and then they didn't even address it.
at all.
But that was weird. I thought you're right. That was weird. But that's what they do. Classic
know.
editing.
I don't know. It's weird.
So we'll find that out next week.
But this week we got the performances, the first 3 performances, which we did know that they had picked already, which were like the vocal rap ones.
yeah.
And the first group that went, apparently there was like categories for each one of them, and each one of the little groups that they split into. One was like, what was this? The Queendom group, and what was the other one? The Puzzle group or something like that. They got their 2 songs, even though they could have been like completely different songs, or I guess they're like similar in genre or something maybe. And they like went against each other.
Yeah.
And the weird thing about this was when one group was performing, like say the Queendom group was performing,
Yeah.
the Puzzle group like sat in like these special seats
To
like
watch.
away from them, like on the opposite side of the stage, like watching them, like judging them, I guess. I'm
Yeah.
not really sure.
Yeah. Just see what they're up against.
Yeah, I know, right? For intimidation factor.
I guess.
I think the funnest part of this episode was, or most fun part of this episode, was at the beginning, the groups were deciding which one was performing first and which one was performing second.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they decided is they split in their 2 groups, and they had like a whole like group battle of
Yeah.
rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
So like each member would go against each other, one from each group. And if you won, you like king of the court, you stayed on until you lost.
It was elite.
And then like Chanmi was there, or Dowa, whatever you want to call her. And she walked up and came back and won like 6 in a row to bring him back tied with him.
Yeah.
And then Ellie somehow got this walk-off home run win, and that's how...
Yeah, Ellie won it for the... I want to say that was
Also the Puzzle group.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I kind of don't know which one was which, but there's only 2, so...
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they were the Puzzle
Ellie
group.
and Chanmi's team won.
Because I remember when they
It was
showed
electric,
the
though.
little winner thing, none of them said Puzzle on it. They all said Queendom.
There
it
you
must have been
go.
the
So
Puzzle
that
group.
they're definitely the puzzle group.
So they got to choose to go second or first, and they chose to go second, which
Yeah.
in hindsight, looking back on it, probably was a terrible idea by
Yeah,
them.
it probably didn't work out. Take the ball and
I mean, I get it. Strategically, you want to see how good the other group is before you go on.
Yeah.
But it's like at that time, you don't really have any way of changing what you've already done or making
And you
it
see
better.
how good they were.
And then
you're
you're like, shit,
crap.
like we're going to lose.
Oh, no. What did Ellie say to someone?
Because in the one performance, Ellie literally looked at Soa and was like, we're in trouble. And she's like, totally.
She's like, totally.
like, she knew.
Because the whole time, we're like, we're going to win in the practice. And then during that performance, yeah, I was like, totally.
Well, it's not like a 3-point contest or like a home run derby or something where you see the guy go and you're like, all right, I just got to get 10, he got 9.
Yeah.
Or like a slam dunk contest, like, oh, that was pretty cool, but I could definitely like switch my idea, and do something different.
You're just like, wow, that
This
was
is like,
really good.
Well, hopefully we're going to be as good as they are.
Yeah.
Or we're in trouble. But yeah, so they did that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of really strange slow-mo reaction laughing scenes to that.
It was kind of weird because their laughing was like super low. It was like,
Yeah, I know.
It was like kind of disturbing.
It is strange.
Because they had like a whole, I mean, they didn't really show much besides them getting ready, or not getting ready, but like the rock, paper, scissors. But they had like a whole press conference thing, I guess. Because everyone was like dressed up really nice, and I don't know, they didn't really show up, but that's when they did before that, they did their like rock, paper, scissors battle of the ages. Just to see who's going first.
Yeah, I know. The age-old battle.
It really was.
But
it was fun, though. It was fun.
That was fun. Then they got into their performances.
Yeah, I got right to it.
And the first performance was the Rush Hour stage, which is like the most performed
a lot of stages of this
song ever, it seems like, within the last like
kind of
year.
tired of it.
And that stage was Nana, Sooyeon, Yuki, Yin, Urim, and Zoa from the Queendom group.
Yeah.
And it was actually pretty sick.
It was really good.
It was like an old school like
hip hop
90s vibe kind of thing going on.
They had some props.
Yin drove in with like a
gosh.
freaking BMW.
That was actually sick.
With Urim, so that was cool.
They like FaceTimed
him in the middle of the performance and like, hey, you coming?
Yeah, I don't know. Was it Yorm or Yuki? I don't know. It was somebody. But they like were there.
Yuki, you're right.
I think it was, and then Yuki was like on the big screen, and then like went outside like WWE when they're like coming
making the entrance,
and then they like pull up in the Mercedes. And
then Yuki and Yin
like come rapping. It was a really good stage actually. I think it was just I've heard that song so much. I'm like kind of old, but it was really good.
And then that's when the other group is sitting there like, uh-oh. You
Yeah,
can see
like,
in their face.
Oh no!
It's like I didn't know.
Why did we choose to go second?
I didn't know we could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, wow, they're using so many props.
And then the other group did Weekend by Taeyeon,
yeah.
Which I mean is also not a great choice when you're going to do a song that's by a judge that's on the thing. And that was Soojin, the member that nobody wanted, according to her. Like, man, they really hammered that home.
Yeah, I said to her when I watched it, I was like, I feel bad if their mom and dad watch this because, like, my gosh, they made her seem worthless.
And she was crying a lot.
They did, like, they pretty much, like, rehashed that whole thing again of, like, her being
We'll just cut the wound open again.
But it pretty much gave her, like, some redemption in the group because she had, like, a lot of ideas, and they're trying to make her, like, look a little better, I guess.
And then Jui was there, Yanni, and Soyeon from Triple S. And, I mean, honestly, the stage was cool.
Yeah.
It's not, like, bad or anything. It's definitely not as good as the first one. The first one is kind of, like... I would say if you're doing a performance, the first is like more over the top and like dramatic with effects. Where this one is just kind of showcasing the members doing random things and singing.
I feel like this one started out really solid and they kind of had members doing different stuff and then it kind of just blended into like a... They didn't really add anything else. No. They had like a good idea how to start it and it kind of just ended to them like, all right, then we're just going to sing. Where'd you just go?
I don't know.
That was crazy. This filter against my elbow. You're so fast. Anyway.
Lola's freaking out.
It was still good.
She's hyped up on hiding inside of that bag.
It was still good. Oh, she's back there now. I liked it. They're both good, but the first one was definitely better. And that group is like a super group. I wish that was just a permanent team.
Yeah, the Rush Hour group. You know,
it's so good.
I get that they kind of split into groups and stuff, but my gosh, one group definitely seemed like they had a much greater advantage over the other one.
When the teams are going, and every time I'm like, wow, I wish this group was permanent. That probably says something.
Yeah, so
that team would be like my favorite group. It's so good.
And then his MVP of this episode also Triple S girl that was not good in the first episode.
She was so bad again in the first one, but my gosh, she was. Honestly, like the best part of that stage,
she was
like
riding her little bicycle.
She's riding a bicycle and had great vocals and looked awesome. And I take back what I said about her literally not being able to walk and chew gum because she's been really good and really.
We did
impressive.
say at the beginning we don't know how she's an idol because that was terrible. But my gosh, she's.
I guess I can see that she is an idol. She did a really great job.
Maybe they were right, just like Sharon. And they're like, you know what? It really hurts when you're not in a group like setting and just solo.
Yeah,
because they perform so much better in a group, which makes no sense.
It's true. It's what they're used to, I guess. But she did really well again. Again, impressive from her. Good for her.
Then after that, I guess I should say who won. Oh, so the weird thing was they like had the little weird pop-up things,
the TV thing, yeah,
that said who won.
Yeah,
but the only people that could see it were the people that performed.
Yeah,
but then they had to go back in the back and put their little name thing like on the board in front of their other members.
On like the win or lose board.
Won or lost. And the Rush Hour team won. No surprise. I thought they were going to win, so...
I mean, they probably should have. And it was just like the fans voting in the audience.
Of course.
With the clickers, that's how we got to the ending result, is just the fans. Because there was actually a solid amount of people there. The stage was really cool. It was like in parts, so they could like move around. But, I mean, the Rush Hour team was better for sure.
I just keep looking at this Sung Sun hamster. I just don't understand it.
It's just a little, it's like a ball. It's literally a ball.
It's like so
I just
tiny
love
and
the,
fat.
literally just fat little ball.
Like
with
you could
little
put a
beady
little
eyes.
Like the other ones have like little necktie scarves. Like you could put a scarf on
Literally
it.
tatted.
Instead of giving it a tattoo like a I Heart Mom tat.
It's just a...
Like it's on her bicep.
It really is a bicep.
Ugh.
I know, it's just a muscle hamster.
I'm trying to get
literally.
that same Tribe tattoo on my bicep,
You
just
can
like that.
match
hamster.
the Sung Sun. Is literally a ball.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, it's so random. So after that, we got one of the most hyped stages of all time because Kay and Bora were finally teaming up to do the
put their
ultimate,
differences aside.
the ultimate vocal challenge battle performance
Yeah.
of If We Ever Meet Again,
Uh,
which is just straight vocals.
I mean, if you don't know what it is, you do, because it's just them singing in white dresses
Like
and
a
having
OST.
like flower stuff floating in the air. That's...
And feathers.
I mean, I could have choreographed this stage and everything. Like, that's just how these are.
It's just a lot
It's how
of vocals.
whenever there's a ballad, that's exactly how it is. We said it in Girls Planet, and I said it again. I was like, ballad ones are tough. I don't really know how you say who's better or not, because they do a great job. And I'm like, okay. Like, this person sang well, this person sang well. How do we pick who wins? Like, I guess
mean,
you'd
they did
really
good.
be just like the song
It's like
more.
everything we expected it to be.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing they could have done that really surprised me. And they literally...
Unless someone like didn't hit like a good note.
They
or
did
like,
bad, yeah.
were off key or something, maybe they would have done bad, but that's pretty much what everybody wanted.
Like, they did really well. Literally in their little practice thing, too, in, like, the studio, is like, the people were just like, wow, you're so talented, good job. And it was like one take, and then the next person, they're like, wow, you're so good. Done. And that was it. Their, like, thing was so fast.
Then after that, we got the stage of Jury, Doa, Faye, and Jiwoo with doing Hopeless Romantic, a classic by none other than Big Naughty.
Big Naughty with another ballady type song.
And I'm not going to lie, this performance is actually pretty
I
good.
really liked it.
We just bashed vocal stuff, but man, this was a
I
really
thought
good
this one was good.
I thought they were going to win. But also, everyone just loves Kay.
They
so
love
much.
Kay, and people love this. They just love the singing, and I mean, they deserve the win. They did a great job too, but so did the other team. Like, Doa's team did really good too.
It was really good. I
It
liked
was
it.
more like dark.
I was like,
They had,
man,
like, dark
do I
outfits.
like vocal stages now?
Faye did a good job. She's done a solid job on the show overall for like not being there. We learned, and obviously the language barriers. She's done a good job. Jiwoo did a good job. Who's the other person on that stage? Doa, Jiwoo, Faye.
Who wasn't there for most of it because she was like gone doing something, I guess. So she'd like chime in from the moon on
Right.
the Zoom.
Who was the other one though?
Jury.
Jury was there, yeah. And Jury did really good.
She always does really good. She actually has like a surprisingly deep voice.
Yeah. They it was a solid stage though. I thought it was pretty good.
And surprise, surprise, Kay and Bora won.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they don't show actual numbers, but
They won.
we'll just say that one was probably a landslide.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know. Then the last performance we got was the Wannabe stage by Rina, Sunga, Jian, Wooyan, and Jiwon. And that stage was super sick.
That was really good.
After they had this whole thing about Jian not being able to play the guitar and like messing up and blah blah blah, which they came in, they showed the performance, none of that happened. So no stage technicians came on, so I don't know where
They're
that
like,
clip
oh,
came
it's
from.
making me so nervous. I don't know if we can do it. Blah blah blah. She was messing up, like you said, and then when the performance hit, she was a rock star.
It was perfect. They had like little school outfits on, like rock, pop, punk rock. I can't even say it. School outfits on.
She like kind of opened with like
Avril
a
Lavigne
couple.
style.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. She like played a couple chords in a little riff, and then
She like slammed
I
it.
think she did, and then she slammed the guitar and broke it, and then fireworks as she broke it, and then they started singing "Wannabe" in the back, and she like ran to the. It was really good. It was an amazing stage. I thought it was really, really great. And then the best part is Sangha rapped really well, but she went and did some of her rap part on the little stage where the opponent team sits. And she went up there and like rapped, literally rapped in their face, right in front of them. And I was like, this is over. This is over. It was a really great stage. They had lots of fireworks, lots of energy.
That's really what all you need is fireworks.
I'm saying, if you just make a stage like crazy fun, I'd love it. It's so good. And they like sang really well. The team was really good. It was probably my favorite one of the night.
Then after that, we got Time of Our Life by Day 6, which was Miru, Charon, Ellie, Huiso, and Soen. And that's when we learned that apparently the dude from Day 6 like wrote Rose Blossom. So
yeah, they like performed it at some concerts Day 6 did, I guess. So I talked to him on the phone for some advice or just to tell him that they were performing.
Do good. I hope you do good. I'm like,
they just cool. They called him as a group meeting and had a talk with him. This one was really good too.
It was much different. I mean, the setup of it was kind of cool. They had their own like little school outfits on. Like that was like the theme for the night, I guess.
They were more like proper.
The coolest thing ever was they had like this giant like Polaroid setup.
Yeah.
And they just turned on like a little part of the screen behind it, so it looked like just the Polaroid was the image. You know, like it's on its own. Like it was crazy. Like it was cool.
It was very dope, actually.
And this stage is way more like upbeat and fun and like playful. And I would definitely say, because I noticed when we talked about it, that they really didn't do like a ton of choreography. They just kind of ran around and were like having a good time.
Yeah.
Compared to the other groups. And then at one point they're like, oh hey, you guys, let's all take a selfie together. And then they like took a selfie and it showed up on like the big TV in the back.
That was really cool.
I don't want to say a TV. It was like a big
just
like,
a big screen.
Screen in the back, so that was cool.
It was a really good stage too. This song was sick with like the energy of it was really sick and it got the crowd going. I thought it was very solid, especially for like the team that was put together.
I will say we did not actually get who won this one because you gotta leave it on a cliffhanger.
That is true. We don't know yet.
But honestly, it could be a lot closer than I thought it was going to be when we first started the whole thing because both of the backstage cameras were showing the other members reacting, and they were both like super into it. Like they were like all like super cheering, having a good time.
Yeah, it seemed like they were both sad, and I was like, well, usually the sad person wins, so. I don't know. I think that one would have, if they did a little more like stuff on stage. I think that one honestly might have been my favorite because they had their cool Polaroid stuff, and then I like the no choreo, just kind of getting the crowd involved. But I don't know. I just need more fireworks. And then
that's the real key. The fireworks.
I was like a little more craziness with that stage and just hype the energy just a little more. I think that one. I don't know. It still could win because it was very good and they sang it. Like, Miru did a really good job. She sang a lot. Ellie, I mean, everyone did a good job, especially for this team being kind of like, I don't want to say the forgotten people, but yeah, it is kind of not the most loaded team.
I don't know. It was a good performance. I'm interested to see who wins.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then next week they spoiled we're going to be getting the dance performances. Mm-hmm. So maybe we'll actually see how they came up with who's doing what dances, maybe, if we're lucky.
Callback to a couple episodes ago.
More fun. There will actually be eliminations.
Yep, we learned.
It's like the bottom 5 people are getting eliminated.
Are going to be out.
So the real question is, who do we think is going to get eliminated besides Ellie? Sorry, Ellie.
It really sucks because she's actually not bad. She's actually pretty good.
She's got 0 screen time.
She hasn't really been there. She got to talk a little today.
I think, alright, so if I had to think off the top of my head, just going with my heart.
Man, I don't know.
I'd definitely say Ellie, Chewie, Charon. All of them I think are going to be gone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree.
Then after that, it really just depends on how strong your fan base is, honestly. Because like we said before, it's definitely a popularity thing. So even if, like, Miru and Faye do good, they definitely could have had the least votes.
I feel like that's...
both are going to get knocked out.
I feel like that it really is going to be... I feel like one of them will. Which sucks. That's disrespectful to Miru, honestly, for what she's done. But...
Hey, if she wins... We talked about it. If she wins this one, she literally have only lost one performance stage ever in any show she's ever been on.
Yeah.
But it's also a super sick performance show, too, so...
But it's like... It's hard. They both had really good episodes. Like, this last episode, Miru was featured more than any other one. And I'd say Faye was featured pretty well, too. Like, and they both did well on their teams. We don't know if Miru actually won. I don't know. Maybe both of them won't, but I just feel like one of the... Maybe Faye... I don't know. I guess I'd say Faye's going to go home. Which kind of sucks because she's pretty good.
Would definitely say one person who's in the danger zone, just because I don't see literally anybody talking about it, I don't remember getting any points ever, is Chanmi.
Yeah. I mean, do I think she's going to make the final? No. I don't think she'll get eliminated. She's literally...
it's based off votes.
She's literally just...
She hasn't got any special bonus points.
She's literally...
And I don't know how many actual fans she has out there voting for every week.
It's just hard because we really don't know what the points even are yet, because we've never seen a leaderboard or anything of, like... Because only a select few people have actually gotten points.
And she's not in an active group right now.
Yeah.
So that's going to hurt her, too.
Yeah.
Because the other groups have, like... Even if they're people from, like, Weekly and, like, Woo-Ah... If their fans are watching, they're voting for them to make it to the next round.
Like, she's definitely not going to win. First elimination, I don't know.
Why? She's supposed to be the only one. I didn't even know they were doing any eliminations.
She's on the screen so much, and she lives like the elder leader of whatever team she's on.
But, I mean, that doesn't help you get votes in the end.
But, like, what are the votes? Like,
but I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
Popularity-wise, it doesn't matter if she's not in a group.
No, I agree. I just don't know if she's going to... I don't know.
I'd say she's getting very close to getting eliminated.
Like, she will not win in the end.
Because think about
zero chance she will be
the
in the final 9.
Like, Kay's got people actually in the crowd that, like, are cheering for her.
Oh, yeah.
But she's not an active
Like,
group
I'd say
either.
Kay possibly has a chance to be in the final. Like, winning, the group. Like, maybe. Because she does... Chanmi will not be there.
Well, if you don't think Chami's going to get eliminated, who do you think is going to be the 5th person?
I think Julie will be out. I think Sharon will be out. Ellie will be out. I guess we'll say... I don't know, because Faye's actually pretty good, but I don't know if anyone cares.
That's what I'm saying. It's like... I don't know if anybody cares that Chami's still there.
I mean, I could see, like...
Except, I guess, Mnet, but that doesn't really mean anything.
I don't know. Maybe Sujin can get booted. There's a lot of weekly people.
That is true.
Who cares if someone leaves? I mean, Gion will be fine. Someone's probably
So you're going to pick Sujin?
I don't know. I'm just thinking. I mean...
I'm going to pick Chami.
Yeah, I could. I don't know.
Yeah, so who do you think will be the 5th one? I mean, we agree on 4 of them.
There's also...
I feel like maybe...
There's also, like, a lot of people... There's also a lot of people that I'm like, oh, yeah, this person might be gone. I don't think the Triple S girls are... Sure, I can just say Sujin, I guess. I just don't even remember everyone. Did I say Ellie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll say Sujin can be more sad and lose. I just don't remember everybody.
Really just...
I don't know, I just feel like that's so bogus to Miru because she's been really good and good on other stuff. Honestly, I guess it would work if Miru and Faye both. There you go. That's a good 5. I'll say Sujin.
Sujin's really just having a tough go of it.
I just don't. I guess I would vote her out.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. I didn't even know there was going to be elimination.
I didn't know either, so I'm wondering if we're going to, like, eliminate down to the top. That'd be exciting.
I don't even know how many weeks are left.
Yeah.
Who was it, week 5?
Here, let me see the thing.
I mean, you pretty much just named everybody that would have probably be eliminated.
Yeah, I just don't remember.
Unless they eliminate Soyeon, the other Triple S girl. Because I don't see Jiwoo
like
getting eliminated.
I don't see her either, but I feel like Soyeon's done better than Jiwoo overall. Song is fine. Maybe just Miru and Faye are going to leave. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Bora's going to get eliminated. Maybe that's my vote, is to eliminate Bora.
I mean,
there really is. Like,
I guess it depends on what the voting for it is, but I know that when they had like the little midterm evaluation things, I saw that she was already like at the top people still. So.
Oh yeah, Bora's not going to get eliminated. I'm just kidding. I don't know. We'll see. I also have no idea what any like leaderboards or anything, but the other 4 I'm pretty certain of. Unless the Wacky Macky fans can somehow pull through for...
That one Wacky Macky girl in the crowd.
There was one.
Can pull through for Ellie. Which I forget's on the show, so...
Yeah, she just doesn't get any
And also, Faye and Mew get like 0 screen time.
They really don't. Like,
unless they're actually like performing on the show.
They definitely had their best episode this week, but maybe I'll just say both of them. I'm gonna say Mew and Faye, even though I think it's just. I'll say Mew, Faye, Chewie, Ellie,
and Sharon.
I'll
say Ellie,
because
Sharon, Chewie, Chami, and who's the other one I said? Faye.
I'm just gonna say both them because they're already not there for some stuff. So
yeah, they're already gone for.
They're already like not participating in everything. They had to like FaceTime in, so they can just go home.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Very interesting. I wish I knew how many episodes it was gonna be.
Yeah, I just feel like there's been a lot of things that we just don't really know yet, unless maybe they're out and we just haven't seen them. Like,
I'm trying to see if it says online, but I don't.
Like, is there like a leaderboard of like this person is here?
Let's see. Gotta go check our.
Maybe it'll be like between Bora and Kay of like who's gonna make the big vocals.
Well, of course,
of
I can't check anything because all the comment things on my YouTube studio are not working. So.
Nice.
Although I think one of the guys in our chat like has a whole spreadsheet of points that have been earned on the show that we could go look at if you really wanted to.
But I like don't know what that, like, does that move you up in a rank to the top or like?
I mean, I guess it depends on how many people are voting for you.
Because you vote for.
Because if you have 20,000 people voting for you every week and you get 20,000 points and you're getting 0 votes, you're tied. So it doesn't really matter.
But like, is it 1 vote, 1 point?
I don't know.
I have no idea. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't know. They never really explain the points. They're just like, you get this bonus. But then, at least like when Produce 48 and other stuff, there's like a list of names that we're seeing after of like, this is just like, the winners get this. And really, we've only had a couple winners so far, so not that many people even have points.
Well, here's the thing. It's Mnet, so it's probably rigged anyways.
Yeah.
So, whoever's going to be in it is just who they want to be in it.
It's really just, yeah. And it will be like, I don't say like the youngest people, but it will be like more up and coming people. It's not like, again, Chami's not going to make it. That's why I like don't know if Kay would. She's probably not going to make it either, just because what do they gain from that? You know what I mean? Unless this is literally, we don't know what the final result group is or whatever it is. I guess if it's one song, then who cares? But like, are they going to actually make a few songs? Like, we don't.
I don't know. They already said it's going to be like a project group thing, so who knows what that even means.
There's just a lot of questions,
I can't imagine they do too much.
I am excited that they're doing eliminations. It makes it more fun, I guess, just to...
Although it's like they're doing eliminations for episode 5 of how many episodes they're doing for like 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, no matter how many people vote for these people that are getting eliminated or they think they're getting eliminated, is that really going to help them not get eliminated?
No, they're going to be gone.
Kind of like in all the boys playing it and girls playing it. It's like, if I vote for this person a lot because they're doing pretty bad, maybe they'll make it. And you look at it.
Yeah, like...
And like 20th place is like over 1 million votes. And the other person's like, oh, you got eliminated with like 3,000.
Yeah, it's like...
Like at that time, it's too late. Like it doesn't matter.
So you got to just like accept that your fave is probably not powering through because of your one vote because you feel bad that they're doing horrible.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything.
That's how I felt about the people who would always be like the Mr. or Mrs. Irrelevant of the making the next round. Like, good for them, they made the final round, but you're probably not going to make that 25 to top 9 jump. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like there's no way.
Like, our craziest thing was that, like, Zhang Hao beat Hanbin, and guess what? They were 1-2 the whole time, and that's, like, crazy that there was a switch, not like a 25 to 9 jump. Like, that's not possible.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think it's crazy that Zhang Hao.
Oh, I do too. That's like, it blows my mind. Go watch the reaction video, because we were legitimately shocked.
Here you go. So this is when I first found out about the elimination things for Queendom. Was on Reddit, of course.
Yeah.
So this person goes, from my experience watching this kind of survival show, I expect Jui to be eliminated, Charon to be eliminated, either Zoa or Sujin to be eliminated, Faye to be eliminated, and either Soyeon or Ali to be eliminated. And I'm like, well, that sounds about right.
I mean, it's definitely all the people who, like, I don't know, we're kind of saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's also the people who aren't getting used to it.
At least from their wealth of experience, they said the same ones which I guess we kind of have experience too watching these types of things. It's really just crazy because, like, imagine all the footage of Ellie that they're like, okay, well, we're editing this show. Like, she's not in it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's not like everything we see, obviously.
I mean, there's hours and hours and hours of footage, so they must have purposely be
like
doing
someone
something.
is making a decision at the end of the day to put someone on the show or someone not on the show.
Yeah.
And like Ellie had a little screen time now, and she had her performance, but like, there's probably other questions they asked her or other reactions they got from her, and they're like, "That's not in there." You know what I mean?
Yep, we're not doing it.
I mean, it's editing, so it can be whatever you want it to be.
But
I don't know. Maybe one of the weekly girls. I mean, I'm sticking with what I said, but maybe one of the weekly girls could get eliminated just because they have so many.
There's a bunch. What was it, like 4 of them?
There's like 4. I mean, Gian would be fine. I guess if I said a weekly girl, it'd probably be Sujin. Because someone's done a good job. Zoa's done well. And Gian is like, fuck. Gian is good.
Everybody loves her.
Yeah, like,
but anyways,
who knows? Maybe she could make it.
There you go. Episode 5 and eliminations next week, maybe.
I'm excited for eliminations.
We'll see.
I need some eliminations.
We will see. We'll be coming to you live from
We just need
birthday
to
weekend.
react to the
2023
Queendom of like Dewey getting eliminated, but we all saw that coming.
Yeah, I know, right? No surprises here.
That's probably my most sure one is Dewey
Getting eliminated. Although she really hasn't done bad.
She's
she just
done
doesn't
fine.
get noticed or have
She
a lot of
just-
screen time anymore. She was there for a little bit.
and
I'd definitely say at the beginning of the show is way more balanced on
yeah,
people being shown compared to what you see now.
yeah.
Because it seems like it's like the main, like, same, like, 7 or 8 people.
It's really just the one whole team that keeps winning.
Pretty much.
It's amazing.
But we're going to go because Lola's freaking out and won't get out of this box.
She's just playing around over here, but yeah, next week is birthday weekend, so that's fun. Stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for episode 6 of Queendom. We'll see what happens, but until then, I'm
Go
JT.
check out all the reaction
Oh, yeah.
videos.
Go watch our reaction videos.
We put out like 9 of them last week.
There's so many comebacks. Everyone go check it out. Listen to everything we got. YouTube, Spotify, whatever. But yeah, I'm JT's Fall Girl. We're on Kim's Podcast. We'll see you. Peace.
Later.